know someone who is getting married this year. She'll be here shortly. And one of the things that she's kind of been working through is trying to figure out like what to put on the wedding registry. What are the gadgets that we got that we really love, or what are things that we've like picked up in our years of marriage? Just so much experience. So she gave me a list of things that she's seen in a whole bunch of, there she is!
There she is!
I was just talking about the wedding registry girl.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes. So we were saying that, you know, filling out the wedding registry is it can be a struggle.
It can be a process.
What do I need? What do I actually need? And like sometimes you just want some fun stuff.
You really do, and I think in my day and age now, I feel like the name of the game is, you know, we're all living in slightly smaller dwellings, most of us. So it's like, okay, what do I actually need in this 4x4 cube? What is going to make an impact? Because there's only so much space when you're starting out, typically. God bless you if that's not you.
Live
Wish
your
you
life.
the best.
So I bought some stuff that we had talked about, but also some fun stuff that I kind of found in my traveling. Cause like there's so many of us, like it's like the Dyson and the
the
stand
standard
mixer and like
quiz, or what do you call it? Le Creuset.
Yeah, exactly. Like the classics.
Yeah.
And like we know. So we have some things and we're gonna test them. Not just kitchen stuff, but like home.
Interesting thing that I've been noting, historically, and I mean to some degree presently, the focus of registries has always been to serve, right? Like here are things that we are going to gift you to serve other people with, which is great and fantastic. But I think as we're moving forward, we're getting more into more practical things as well. Like here's what I actually need for my home, not just to host a dinner party with.
100%.
And fun things, as you said.
A couple of fun things. First one is by Ninja.
Woohoo!
And I love stuff by Ninja. For the most part, it's been really good, except for the drink thing. I didn't like the drink thing. But like Ninja has my whole heart. So I'm very excited about this. I have high hopes for the Ninja.
Okay.
Chop. It's a Ninja chop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's our little chopping device. And I feel like this came up a lot. Just people wanting chopping devices.
Okay, I thought you were just doing Ninja Chop because Ninja.
No, Ninja the brand.
No, I know that, but I didn't know you were talking about a chopping tool. I thought you were just saying Ninja's Chop. Oh!
So I have this little thing. I've tried chopping devices before.
We've
We've all tried
yeah.
them. But like this could be good because I don't know. I have set high expectations. I feel like it's gonna be good.
This is going to be of interest to me personally because I am someone who can't spend a ton of time chopping in the kitchen, but I currently have a little chopper tool on my registry, despite warnings from your husband specifically not to, because I want it so bad to work. It's not this, so I'm interested to see.
We all want them to work.
We all want it to work. No one wants to spend hours doing the mirepoix.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone wants something that's gonna make it easier, especially if you're traveling and you're going to work. And And you come home and you're like, I don't want to sit here cutting a bunch of carrots.
But you also don't want to spend the money on takeout, so you need something in between.
Yes, it's got like a bunch of different blades, and it's just basically like this. Depending on what you want, it can either be just chopped,
okay,
or it can be all the way down to pureed.
Wow.
So I'm curious, if we do chop, is it going to chop it as evenly as we need it to be?
Because we do like an even chop. We want it to cook at the same rate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't want like half of them to be pureed and then half of them to be large chunks.
Yeah.
And that's always my downfall with these things.
If it chops it at all.
If it chops it at all, and I don't know. We have a bunch of things which are actually going to be using for later. For another product.
Synergy.
So much synergy. My marketing heart just loves it. I don't know how much to put into this. I didn't even check.
I'd say start small just to give it the best, chance possible.
Chance?
Yeah.
That feels okay.
That feels fine. And as I noted earlier with the concept of, compact spaces, this fits the bill. So
exactly.
Thus far.
Well, and if you did like a whole bunch of different things, again, we are testing, so I'm not gonna just throw a bunch of things in and just like hope for the best. I guess technically you could put in the onion and the carrot and the celery.
Absolutely. But even if you did it in stages, like I would still say that's much faster than chopping them all up individually.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then look, it's a lid.
You're right.
And then
So you can pour hypothetically?
well, just so you can save it in the fridge.
Oh, you mean yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes. Brilliant.
I know.
Love it.
Look at me reading the instructions, everyone. Ready?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that had some whoop behind it.
Okay, all right.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how much you did. Was that good?
So what I kept looking at was, okay, it's not even, but now it looks even to me. Does it look even
That's
to
why
you?
I was like, maybe I should stop here.
Yeah.
There's a couple pieces
There's a
in
couple.
there. But like, I guess you could pick those out. That was a lot faster than sitting there and cutting all
It
that
for
up.
sure was. Does it have settings for size? Like, can you control how big or small?
Only by the number of tabs.
Only by the number of tabs. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can do it for longer, and that's probably gonna puree it.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a nice celery sludge, but like
Celery sludge.
delicious.
Listen, it's not bad by any means.
That is probably the closest that any of them have ever come to making it even.
Yeah, consistent. Even if you are chopping it by hand, like you're not getting every single piece the same size.
Maybe you aren't.
Don't act like you're the cook of the house, Rachel.
It has little grippy things.
I
too,
did note that.
so it's not gonna like move
Yeah.
around and stuff, which is kind of nice.
That
Okay.
seems important.
One more time from the top. There's like little lines on here, so I'm like not filling it to like the fullest amount
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
sure.
reasonable. That's 2. That's
3.5.
3. So we can, okay, I pull it off so that everyone can see. So I did 3 this time, because a lot of them are, you can see.
Yeah. The ones at the bottom seem to get done first. So I wonder if it's a matter of like how you pack it.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be down to that nitpicky, but
Maybe it is.
maybe it is.
It depends again what you're actually gonna be cooking.
Yeah.
But like that's not even enough.
No.
Let's do carrot next.
Yeah, because that's going to be interesting, because that's hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of curious about. Is it like how is it gonna handle that?
Yeah.
I guess my other question is what happens when this blade isn't as sharp anymore? What do you do?
I haven't come across that issue with my food. Like, to me, this is a food processor.
Yeah,
Honestly.
just a little guy.
Yeah, it's not, like, I would not consider this a choppy chop. Like, it does, but not really.
Okay, your turn.
Ooh. I say you do it with one finger, so you don't really need to. Okay, cool. Whoa. Oh,
It did move a little
Yeah.
bit, but I mean it is carrot.
Okay. We have some chunks up in here.
Okay, so it's not super even, but that was quick.
Yeah.
And if evenness is not important to you, this seems to work very well.
For sure. It's powerful. Like, carrot is, I can't really even off the top of my head think of anything harder. So, I mean, if it does that effective of a job that quickly on something that hard, that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
One of the next things that we're going to be testing is a machine for soup. I was going to make chicken noodle soup. Are these bits too small?
So I was just thinking that in my head. I would imagine it would come down to your preference and the type of soup you're making. Like if you're looking to get a big, like a vegetable soup, a big chunk, but if you're perhaps kind of a baby about your vegetables, carrot, celery, and onion, you just need it in your soup for the base flavor. So like hypothetically, this is a perfect solution for making soups if you don't need a big chunk of any of them.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out is like for chicken noodle, typically what we do is we have like little U's of celery.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
little
yeah.
slivers of carrot. I've never had it with pieces this small.
Yeah, I think that's an entirely taste, like your preference kind of thing. Like I think for our sister Lauren, like she wouldn't have it either way, to be frank. But if she were,
she's a baby.
She's a baby with her vegetables. But yeah, I mean, if you just want it for the flavor and you don't need it for the texture or whatever you want to call it, I think this is actually a good idea because I love making soup. I'm a big soup gal, or rather, let me edit. I love eating soup, but the chopping is hard. So I personally would like this.
Yeah. Okay, let's try the onion now. See what it
I am curious about the onion. Well, because do you cry when you chop onions? Or do you?
No, because I have contact lenses.
Oh,
I am
handy.
superhuman with
That's
those.
great. So I immediately am a waterfall. So this would actually arguably be my biggest use for something like this because you use onion and everything, but
Sob.
Yeah.
Uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Again, you still have to chop it
Yeah.
to make it small. That is another important note. If you're
Yes.
doing this, you still have to pull out a cutting board, in theory, and a knife.
I think this is something, if you are like a newlywed and you have it on your registry, you will want if you are one of two things. If you are a meal prep bulk food maker, something like this, I think, even though you have to chop it in half, it still saves a ton of time. Or if you entertain a lot and you're serving a ton of people. The in-between, which I think is a lot of people, I don't think you're gonna find this that useful. I think at the end of the day, if you're cooking for you and your one other person, it's probably not gonna be worth it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. If you love cooking and you're really trying to like make a huge batch of something, or you're like planning for expanding your family and you want to have things like this kind of makes sense.
Okay, it's a little bit stuck over here, but the rest of that did decent.
Dibs made a good point before my camera up here said, card is full. For everyone who is dealing with like chronic back or pain issues, this would be such a game changer.
This is the thing.
Yeah. Approved within a subsector of people.
Yeah.
So, soup time. This is by Philips. And it's sort of like a soup thing. You can make soup in it.
Okay.
You can also, I saw a lot of people just like throw leftovers in with stock kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay, yep.
And it'll like heat it all up. It'll also blend things. It'll also like,
Also a blender? Wow.
so it has like all these different settings up at the top here. So if you're doing like a cream soup, chunky soup, puree soup.
Wow.
And then you press the button. So you dump everything in. There's like a min and max line.
Yeah.
Dump it all in and then press one of those buttons, and depending on what type of soup it is, it's like 18 minutes or something like that.
Does this go on the stove? Like, is this heated somehow?
No, like it has a thing in it. Like it has a cord. I have to plug it in.
Oh, so it's kind of like a kettle, like in a way.
It is kind of like a kettle.
Okay,
That's
I'm getting my head around this.
Yeah. But with like a puree
Yeah.
blendy thing in there.
Interesting.
I know.
Okay.
I figured we could try it with like chicken noodle soup.
You gotta start with the original.
When I was looking at the recipes that they have in their like little booklet thing, they just wrote chicken. They just said X number of ounces of chicken, but they never specified if it's raw or not.
Oh, okay. Cause yeah, I wonder how hot this gets. Like, can you really cook in it?
And that's what I want to test. So
Yeah.
they used a lot of like little tiny noodles and things in there.
Yeah.
To like work around that. But like, I'm thinking we want this to be as broad as possible.
Yeah,
So I want
yeah.
to try it with like what I would normally do for a soup like this is egg noodles. Because it's cooking for 18 minutes.
Yeah, you would think that's enough.
That should be more than enough time.
Yeah.
Should be also more than enough time to make sure these are nice and soft. Because these are like
tiny, yeah.
tiny pieces.
That should be fine.
So that should be fine.
Maybe these are the ones you use in tandem, these two tools.
Together,
You know?
yeah.
One thing that, like, listen, is this actually a concern of mine? No, but do I dislike it? Yes. When I'm making soup, I don't like the splatter. Do you get the splatter when you're making soup? Do you know what
I
I'm
understand
saying?
what you're saying, yeah.
I understand this is not like a problem that is plaguing all of the nation, but if that eliminated it with this little lid, it would be a personal tiny perk for me.
Okay, let's see. What do we need for this soup? They have like a whole cookbook.
Beet
soup.
I like my beets cold. I don't want a hot beet.
Well, that's the thing. This
Yeah.
also makes them cold. It makes a cold soup because it'll blend it for you.
Could this hypothetically make like juice? Because I like beet juice. You know what I'm
It'll
saying?
make, yeah, so apparently it'll do a whole bunch of different things. So it'll make pureed soups, chunky soups. You can see it too. Milk-based soups, compotes, cold
Oh.
soups and smoothies.
Wow. Okay, so this really is a multi-purpose thing. That's what I was wondering, because it has the components of a blender to make like a juice smoothie situation. So
I know. So we need half a cup of carrot, half a cup of onion. We're not doing sweet corn.
I hate sweet corn.
Get that out of here.
No.
2.5 cups of chicken broth, and then 3/4 cups of pasta, and then 10 ounces of chicken. I have the chicken in the fridge. We need a half a cup of this.
Have these been pre-measured or?
No.
Okay, well.
I'm just gonna eyeball.
Give her.
I'm just gonna eyeball. Like, I'm not gonna
Give
put
her.
a ton in there, but like,
What are you gonna say? This soup has too much celery? Like, it's alright. Whatever.
get over it. It's just
Yeah,
it's-
Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just an anti-low
You
video.
gonna watch this later? Hey, Dante, love you.
We love you so much. I can't even see inside there. Is that enough? Oh, that has huge chunks of onion.
No.
Get that out of there.
How could you, Ninja?
Ugh. Okay. Now we need the chicken. Chicken.
Chicken.
Okay, and then we need and toss these bad boys in.
Yup. Look how prettily cubed they are.
Oh.
You're the chopper.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
I should have used the ninja.
Look at that. That's just
Yeah.
golden.
See, this I don't make. This is not a me thing. This is a Christopher initiative, and he always does such a like stellar job. This is like bone broth. This is what keeps us alive during cold and flu season.
It is incredible how much it can make a difference when you're sick. When I was little, my babysitter slash best friend, Monica, her mom was from Argentina, and she would make me soup whenever I was sick. And we didn't know anything about bone broth at the time, but like it always made me feel better. And not in that way of like, oh, soup makes me feel comforted. Like it made me healthier when I had it. And not until way later in life were we like, oh, it was the bone broth that you ladies of that generation knew to make.
Am I up to the line?
Nope. The
You see
midline?
the
No.
line.
Yeah, I see the line.
We need a min line.
Yeah, you're
so
not there yet.
Okay. Oh right, we still have to add in the pasta. Now we're gonna put this into here.
So we're not doing any blending.
This is
As
for
of
a
now.
chunky soup.
Yeah,
No, this
yeah.
is not for blending. This is just like, is it gonna cook up
Right.
these noodles? I'm just gonna measure with my heart.
I like how you're asking me like I have any idea what your claw is in terms of cup measurements. How many claws per cup?
Well, how many do we like in our soup?
Well,
the real
I
question.
mean, typically more than that, but like,
I know.
no one's complaining except for me.
Okay, and then we just need a little scooch.
No, scooch.
That's way more broth.
Oh, whose fault is that? You didn't want to add enough onion.
Well, I did. I added so much
That's,
onion.
that's the min though.
What are you talking about? Then we put this guy.
So the blender goes in, it just doesn't turn on. Like we don't put the blender function on.
Correct. So I want
This
the
guy.
steamy guy with the.
little dots. Do you have to do this maybe?
Or maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So while this guy is cooking, I have an item that is not a kitchen one. I am so excited about this one.
I am too, because it actually is really fun to get non-kitchen items. Like it's awesome to put kitchen items on your registry, but it's very fun to have things like you guys can do together or things that are gonna make your house more fun, like whatever.
So, you ready? You ready?
This is, oh no. Scott, my betrothed, very much wants this.
Does he?
He does, and he may have asked for it on our registry, but I said, why though? So I'm intrigued to see if this really makes a difference in your home.
I don't know. So I thought, okay, this is, I just saw it on the thing and I was like, done. I want one
And
that
that was
like
what Scott
opens, opens it up. I had no idea like what went into this at all. I just assumed you just like put two things up and it just slid across.
So did I.
No. So, there's more to it. Now it does have an app, so you can like set it for, you can do it from your phone, or you can just press the button. That's
Yeah,
another
but
thing
we
to
all
do.
like doing it from our phones.
Obviously. So it has like a whole bunch more things than I was expecting. So it's got these guys.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I like
got-
that it's labeled left and right. That's helpful.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
So that's helpful. Okay. Then we have this.
Oh, wow.
And this. And then,
Oh no.
then we have the thing that we've all seen on social media. This guy.
Yes.
This is the thing that we know. Now, in looking at the instructions for this, all it wants to do is put me on the app. I don't want to do that right now. I want to learn how to put it up.
Oh no.
Let's see, we can figure this out. Okay, so
Not
first, this person is attaching the cord thing to the back of what looks like shower curtains. But
It
like,
does.
Put it on the top, so where the grommets are, or whatever you have.
What word did you just?
Grommets.
Don't say grommets like it's a word.
That's what it is.
I believe you, but I'm mad. That seems
Show us the
like
next-
a lot.
Show us the next step. Show us the next. Okay, so there it's on. Okay, robot friend.
So you put it there first and then on. I see.
All right,
All right.
let's go. Okay, we're upstairs now. No, you can't reach up that high.
I can. So, but here's the thing. Do you see that? Like, is it supposed to be like more hidden than that, or because there's 3 prongs, so I assume you do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Versus the other way, yeah.
Yeah. So
All right, well, guess we'll find
I
out.
guess we'll find out indeed. I thought it was on like the.
The out part?
Well,
I thought it was on the part that was like the grommet.
I still don't know what a grommet is.
Did one.
You have to really be dedicated to your curtains opening on.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's probably fine.
It seems good.
So much work. All right, well, stay tuned when we get this up. It is not pretty.
We completely neglected an entire packet of instruments, but
Yeah, I don't understand, but like, can I click the button?
do they put batteries in it or something?
No, I charged it.
Oh.
I'm just turning it on. It needs the app.
Please select the initial curtain closing position.
I don't know.
Start study.
Okay.
Whoa. Huh. What does it mean?
It's not turning this thing.
Maybe we don't have the rope in the right place. Like I mean,
But like these things aren't turning. It's just this thing is talking.
close.
It's so mad at you. I moved it. Now let's see if it works. Come on, curtains.
Open.
No, we went the other way. You want to close it. This is silly.
Hold on, reset.
No, we did right. It needs to be left.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, it needs to be left.
I think it needs to be left. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm just calling it. I think I just don't, either we don't have the right curtains for it or it's getting caught on I can't figure it out. Caroline and I are here just like sitting here. It doesn't look cute at the top either. It looks very different from what I remember seeing online. And maybe it's a different one. Maybe I just got the wrong one. So let me know if you have one of these. But like this one is like, all right, well, that was disappointing.
That was rough.
I was really excited about that.
I thought
but-
robots were supposed to like rule the world.
All right, well, we have our soup.
Here's hoping. We haven't actually opened the lid yet,
Yeah,
so. Ooh, it's steamy.
Ah!
Hot.
No, it's just spilling.
Ah,
Not
a lot of
spilling.
condensation.
Yeah, there's like a lot happening. There's our soup.
That smells really good. Noodles look like they puffed out a lot.
Yeah, let's see.
The one interesting thing
Yeah.
is I think the max line isn't very high. So you can't make like a giant, yeah, it's actually quite low. So you can't really make like this. Is kind of deceiving how tall it is. You can make about half of this pot. That's the one thing I'm noticing.
I mean,
There we go.
the noodles look poofy.
They do look poofy.
That's what I was most excited about. It smells really good.
It does smell good.
Noodles are definitely cooked.
Would you say overcooked?
It was a little bit. I wasn't expecting the curtain thing to go as like
As awry as it did.
Yeah, so like you can't leave it in there. I don't think we're gone that long, but like they are overcooked.
They are overcooked, but that was on us. Like I don't think it would have done that.
No, I mean it is soup.
Absolutely.
It did a good job. It's nice and hot
I'm trying to figure out like how much easier making soup would be with this device.
versus a crock pot, which is,
Or it's like a pot.
yeah, which is like bigger. You can leave it. A crock pot you could leave, right? Like,
Yeah. I think its main function would be if you do a lot of blended soups.
Well, and that's, I think, the next thing that we need to try.
Yeah.
And just see.
So it's definitely a niche product.
I think so. Let's do the next one, which is a puree. We're
Yeah.
gonna do a classic, which is tomato soup. Ooh, we can use this guy again. We need onion and garlic,
Oh, beautiful.
and then basil.
All right.
You throw some in. I'm gonna get some basil from our garden.
Ooh. Literally never one clove. Like let's go 3 at least.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the smell of fresh basil.
Gets me every time.
Yeah.
Okay, you do it.
Oh.
You try. Oh no, wait! Don't do it. I almost forgot this.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Easy breezy. Get that in there.
It's funny how well these things work in tandem. I feel like you almost, like you wouldn't want this without this. That's gonna be a game changer, because as you just noted there, pureeing crushed tomatoes is a pain for clothing and self. I wonder how good this would be like traveling, like camping or something, I don't know.
I don't, where would you plug it in?
Yeah, well I guess this is more glamping, not camping.
Yeah, exactly.
You find the most interesting things on the
You
internet.
haven't seen this one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I was seeing it on a lot of like the registry listy guys.
No, never came up once. Like I see like the really basic ones. Like I have to keep searching like unique registry ideas, like uncommon, because every single time it's Dyson vacuum, Le Creuset Dutch oven. What's this sound gonna be? Yeah, it's been very gentle thus far.
Yeah, it's been pretty good to us. Okay, so now while soup number 2 is working, we have a drink machine, but it's a drink a la milkshakes.
Oh, the better kind.
I
Okay,
know.
perfect.
Okay, yeah. Bringing all the boys to the yard is this guy, Hamilton Beach.
No, it's very KitchenAid stand mixer-esque.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's gonna like mix it all together.
Ah, I love that. I used to work at a diner, and I, if I do say so myself, was a wizard with the milkshake machine. So we'll have to see if my skills have maintained.
This is again one of those like fun things.
Yes.
Do you need this? No.
Do you need it? No. Will it make your life better? I don't know. Let's find out.
We're gonna make an Oreo cheesecake milkshake. Yeah.
See, now it might have translated to a need and not a want.
But you can do like frothed milk in here.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Frothed milk, you could do milkshakes, you can do smoothies kind of, but like you can
Oh,
see.
yeah,
know
you
what I
can't
mean?
really-
Like,
oh, I see,
You
okay.
can mix it, but like
Yeah.
good for frothing.
Yeah, this is just cute. That's what it is. Like,
It
it's just
is.
adorable.
I pulled out ice cream, but I didn't know how much. So I just pulled
You
out
measure it
how
with your
much.
heart.
I measured, well, so this is our starting point. I have Oreos, and I thought we could do the Oreos with the chop.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
It all comes together.
So much synergy.
Should we make sure the Oreos are good first?
Obviously, this is important. Is it good enough?
It'll do.
Is it okay?
It'll do.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
important. I need to know.
Yeah.
So we just need to do, again,
A
measuring.
heart full of Oreos.
I don't know. Now we need to get some Oreos.
Boop. Whoa.
That's good.
This is, like, I'm just continuously rather, so impressed by how well these products work together.
We got soup going. We're making
Milkshakes.
So this is just a great day.
It's a great day.
Okay, we need to put a little bit of milk in, and then do you want to scoop?
I do want to scoop. And no fish chips in sight. I have learned from reading some of your comments that there is actually a fish chip community, and they have not taken kindly to my disgust.
Fish and chips.
No, first of all, fish and chips is an entirely different discussion. I'm talking about how you constantly find seafood flavored chips for me to try. And I would just like to say to those who are angry with me, it's always in the morning when I have like literally not eaten anything and I get like garlic oyster chips for breakfast. So that's my humble defense.
Honestly, that's so fair.
Yeah.
This looks like, you know what this reminds me of? You know the Pixar? Like, look in the thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That seems like an appropriate amount. This is a lactose-y kind of milkshake.
Yeah, this is 3 scoops.
Oh, wow. This is actually, like, I'm embarrassed to say how much I want this to work because I want it.
Yeah, I want to go to there.
Yeah, like, listen, can you make a milkshake in a blender? Yeah. Does it feel like this? Absolutely not.
Nuh-uh.
Stick it in here.
Yeah.
It's gotta have a bit of power to it. Like, if it's like a little
dainty,
it's not gonna work. Need more milk. More milk. I mean, it could equally be that it has no power to it, but
Well, yeah.
I mean, we have to give it a fair shot. You need like quite a bit of milk to make these work, in my humble experience.
Okay, that's good.
Oh. Yeah, you kind of have to help feed it.
It feels like a lot of work.
It does feel like a lot of work. I think that's blended. There is massive, hold on, I gotta manually stir the cream cheese, otherwise we're gonna have a big cream cheese gulp.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, the cream cheese did not work.
After Caroline was smooshing on the side, and that's why I wanted to do cream cheese, because I was curious, and it was fully to room temperature, but you put it in with ice cream. What do you think's gonna happen? I mean,
Looks good.
let's try it.
Oreo cheesecake milkshake, like who's mad, you know?
No one's mad at this.
No one's mad.
All right,
Cheers.
cheers. It's so chocolatey, like so
It
Oreo. I don't know. How do you rate this?
I'm trying to figure out what the predominant taste is, because I definitely get cream cheese, and I get vanilla, and I get Oreo.
Maybe I like smooth milkshakes.
I'm into it. I'm not gonna lie.
This is very good.
It's very good.
The Oreo is not like little chunks like you would get in like a McFlurry, where
Yeah.
you're like every so often. It's like the flavor
Yeah.
is like embedded.
It's all in, like that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out the predominant one because it's all in there. Like I get a little bit of everything.
delicious in terms of a recipe, but that machine that's a nipa.
If you like leave your ice cream out for a little bit and just do milk and then put it in the fridge to cool, like it's not really worth it.
No.
Cool idea though.
The ninja worked though.
The ninja worked great.
You've never had tomato soup?
I've never had tomato soup. I've had tomato-based soups. I have never had or made a purely tomato soup.
But you've had Chris's butternut
Yeah.
squash soup, but you've never had his tomato soup?
No. I didn't know that's something he makes.
Like-
She is steaming.
Steaming, and also like that's blended.
It's absolutely blended.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's tomatoes.
Well, yeah,
They're not
yeah.
gonna take that long, but I don't see any of even the bits of like
No.
basil or tomato or anything.
No. Okay.
Let's spoon it out and see if it's like sitting at the bottom, you know?
Oh yeah, that's true. We don't know, I suppose.
I don't see it at all.
No.
But you can see it's very pureed.
Yes, 100%.
It's missing some stuff,
Some depth of flavor.
but that is completely smooth.
Oh, for sure. Texture-wise, absolutely.
I mean, this does work. It's just this is gonna be very nuanced in terms
Yeah.
of who can use it, but it works really well. So
but I do.
oh no. Oh, that was chaos. It just spilled coffee everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, but I was saying to Rachel, I didn't actually realize something happened. Because I don't know if this was on camera, but like it went everywhere. But her reaction was so tame that I was like, oh, it almost spilled.
Yeah.
But no, it went everywhere.
No, it was literally everywhere. I have reactions to the dumb things, and I have no reaction to an actual thing. It's a good time to have a drink though, so.
For sure, let's do it.
So it's not even so much the drink, it's more the glasses, which could be used if you drink alcohol or not, I think.
Absolutely, yes. A nice
was-
mocktail, a sleepy girl mocktail, and a cute glass, of course.
Yes.
That was actually my favorite thing to add to my registry, like the cute barware. Could you get it at Walmart? Absolutely. But like you want your little fancy special drink.
Okay, so these I saw, and a lot of people were putting them, and I haven't opened it yet. I've been so good.
The box itself.
I know.
Like me day after my wedding or whenever you open your gifts going, oh!
Actually, you know what? That's a nice thing to think about too, because like you want it to feel special when you're
Yeah.
giving it to someone too. It's
For
like
sure.
it looks fancy.
You know the vibe this is giving me?
Tell me.
Bridgerton.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
you should open them because
it's my wedding, Rachel.
It's technically your wedding. I don't know why I'm opening it.
Yeah. Oh, that was
It's like velvety.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that is luxurious.
Those are so
so stinking, oh my gosh, I love this.
Can you see the iridescence coming through?
Like, when you do that.
Oh my gosh, those are so pretty.
Adorable. And I love the purple packaging that goes like with the purpley rainbow iridescence.
But I am curious how much
Yeah.
is gonna hold in here. So let's wash 2 of these and then we can do that.
For me, this is like, would be the most adorable Chihuahua pet dish.
You know, Caroline bartender is on duty here. And while she makes such a beautiful drink, I want to talk about one thing that I saw over and over again on these registries. And that is one of those like set to rise kind of fancy sunrise alarm clock things. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
So they're everywhere. So I saw one from Philips has like a hole in the middle. Like I saw that one a lot. This
Oh,
beautiful,
yes,
like,
yes, I do know what
you
you're talking about.
So I want to share mine because I know that it works and it's really, really good. And I use this for my 4-year-old. So it's this one. It's the E-Cozy one. And what I liked about this one, and I went through like, 5 different ones to find one that isn't like blue light or had the clock showing up like all the time. Like what I didn't want was this and just like sitting in the face. So you can turn that off.
That's so nice, actually.
And
That is a
then-
huge barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you can do it without any sound. You can have it set to rise. With sound, you can have it set to rise over the course of like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever you want. And so I just have it set to rise 10 minutes after I want him to wake up so that it starts the sun rising.
nice.
And then he'll just call.
Did you
and
say
like,
4-year-old?
I know. But you can set 2 different alarms. So when he was napping, which he's not anymore and don't want to talk about it, I would have that and then I would have his like normal time too. That's what I loved about this one. And it's like, you can set it also, the amount of light is like very low. I have it set, it's fairly low, but it's at like a level 4 of 11 or something like that. But you can have it set really, really low so it's not like blinding them in the face in the morning or whatever. Or yourself. I'm talking about it like it's my kid, but like for you as a person, maybe you don't want it to be super bright or you want it to be like a calm awakening experience. This one is so good. I love it so much. So I wanted to mention it because again, it's amazing. Ooh, girl.
So we didn't exactly follow a recipe, so bear with me.
I know, but I just wanted to see it with the cute little iridescent.
Oh yeah.
Looks
Got a
so
little bit of mint in there.
Thank you.
You know.
Ooh.
A pretty glass can make a drink taste better, and I think we all know that.
I really like that it just sort of like catches the light, the iridescence. It looks like more expensive that way.
It kind of does. Imagine
You
this
know?
on a patio with the sun streaming through or your
You have
balcony.
like a couple of people over or you have like partners, parents over or something.
Yeah.
Like you have like a little
Hosting.
set. Yeah, just like a
Adorable.
little- oh my gosh, that's so cute. Cheers.
I may have felt it a little high. My apologies.
Mmm.
It's a little strong, but it's not bad.
Strong, but good.
Yeah, it's a good ratio.
Yeah, that's very tasty. The sippingness of it isn't weird.
No.
Like, it's not too thick, it's not too thin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do like it. It is a little strong.
The drink itself is, but I was just thinking like the rim. Like, you know how sometimes
I thought you were talking about the consistency. I was
Oh.
like, I feel you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I agree with you actually.
I've tried some glassware and stuff and it's like really thin or
Yeah.
sometimes it's like very thick. And
I
you're
actually
like,
agree with you. I know what you're talking about.
You know?
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
And I like the detail on the outside of it. These are really cute. I
Oh,
really
the
like
fluting's
these.
adorable, yeah.
Fluting's so good.
Yeah, they're really sweet.
Well, thank you so much, girl, for coming all the way over here. Cheers. Marrying in 2024.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Well, let us know in the comments if you have any suggestions, recommendations of what should go on
Yeah,
Dibs's
honestly.
wedding registry. Tips in general, we can all help each other out.
Those who have already had the wedding, the registry, what your favorite items were, what you were most thankful to get, because yeah, I really am still looking.
Yeah, and people who are also getting married, like what are you putting on your list?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let us know. We can all help each other out. I'll put some more videos on the side here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you're having a super fantastic day. I'll see you guys all in the next one.